everyone. Hope you are fine and safe, and I hope that you could understood all the videos I have uploaded so far. Right? The next topic is rocket propulsion. Okay. So I think you are eager to study about this topic that is how the rocket get propelled from here, right, to the space. Okay. So before entering into that, we have to study the Newton's law in depth. Okay. So Newton proposed 3 laws. Okay. So whenever we are considering a phenomena, we have to consider all the 3 laws. Actually, the 3 laws are same. Okay. But based on the phenomena, it changes because in each and every law, he explained one thing. Right? He is trying to explain anything. Like that, he is trying to explain. Okay. So both these 3 laws are similar. Okay. So let us see a glance of these laws. What does Newton's law says? First law says that if there is no net external forces acting on the system, okay, if there is no net external forces acting on the system, what happens to that body? That is nothing about inertia, right? Or external force or body will act out, what happens to that body? Second law says that if the net external force act on the body, what happens to the body? Right? What is that? F is equal to ma. Okay. That what happens? The body will accelerate. That we have studied. Net force the body will start to accelerate. Right? The third one what we have studied. If an object exerts a next external force on another object, what happens? Okay. So like this way, Newton is trying to explain his laws. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about rocket propulsion. Okay. Students may have a doubt that you are saying that unless and until you are not applying a force on a body, the body will not move, right? But you are thinking how I can move, right? Without applying, now no one is applying force on me, but I am walking. How it happens? You are thinking, right? So how it happens? Think over it. So what you are doing? You are applying a force with your foot on the floor. புரியுதா உன்னோட காலை வந்து அந்த floor மேல மிதிக்கிற okay so you are applying a force so what happens the floor is applying a force on your body reactive force okay you are applying a force the floor is applying a reaction force on your body which makes you to move புரியுதா நீ வந்து ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் வந்து அதல அப்ளை பண்ற அந்த floor என்ன பண்ணுது ஓ மேல ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்ற அதனால you can able to move okay nothing behind there is also Newton's third law is there right okay similarly a bird is flying how can it fly nobody is applying force on her then how can it fly how it flies initially the bird will in the air deep பண்ணது இல்லையா so it is applying a force on the air okay so the air will apply a reactive force on the bird's body okay because of that it is moving up okay similarly the fish is swimming in the water right how it swims initially it applies a force on the water and finally the water will apply a reaction force on the because in opposite direction it is applying a force in opposite direction and you can move okay similarly you have seen the boat right boat also we are applying a force like this and we are inga force apply pandrom but we are moving forward why because it is because of the reactive force acting on it okay similar concept is there in flight or jet or in rocket everything the same thing is happen so here in rocket propulsion it based on Newton's third law okay not rocket propulsion is working based on Newton's third law so what is Newton's third law yes whenever we apply a force it will apply a reactive force on our body okay நம்ம எது மேலயாவது ஒரு force கொடுத்தோம்னா அது reactive force நமக்கு reaction force நமக்கு கொடுக்கும் okay so also here it works there is conservation of linear momentum okay both these properties are there conservation of linear momentum is also conserved here so when this linear momentum is conserved if the external force is absent okay this is very important point when there is absence of external force conservation of linear momentum occurs right so how this occurs external force kudukla but I told that rocket will propel okay let us see how this propels okay consider this is the rocket okay this is the body of the rocket. Okay. So in the body of the rocket there will be a chamber like this. Purida, the rocket there will be, it is not in your book, I have just drawn. There will be a chamber like this. In that chamber, fuel and oxidizer are given. Why they are giving oxidizer? Because it is going to vacuum, space, nothing will be there. Oxygen will not be there. So we are providing oxidizer here. Okay. So how it moves from the earth? Okay. So what happens? The fuel will be burned inside the combustor. Okay. Enna agum the fuel ulla vandu burn agum. Okay. When this burns, what happens? It will be exhausting the gases. Idla burn ஆகும்போது இதில சின்னதா ஒரு nozzle இருக்கும், a small hole. அது வழியா இந்த gases will comes here. Okay, gas வந்து இப்படி வெளிய வரும். Can you imagine? This is a fuel. இந்த fuel burn ஆகுது, the gases will come outside. Okay. So when this gas come outside with a high pressure, அது ரொம்ப pressure கொடுத்து வெளிய வருது இல்லையா? So it is applying a pressure on the outside. So what happens? The outside air will also, நீ ஒரு force கொடுத்தனா என்ன ஆகும்? Immediate another force will be, reactive force will be, reaction will be there. We are giving an action, ஒரு செயல் கொடுக்கிறோம். For that a reaction will be there, but in opposite direction. அப்ப இந்த force இப்படி போறதுனால இங்க வந்து an action force we are giving. Okay, repulsion, அதாவது rocket வந்து ஒரு action force இங்க கொடுக்குது இல்லையா? So because of that, consider this part. இங்க உன்னோட இந்த gases எல்லாம் it is repelling or exhausting like this. Okay, இது இப்படி போச்சுனா immediately there will be a reaction. Well, for this action there will be definitely a reaction. So எவ்வளவு தூரம் உனக்கு இங்க தள்ளுறியோ அவ்வளவு தூரம் என்ன ஆகும்? It will go up. புரியுதா? So whenever this fuel, இந்த fuel மேல போக போக என்ன ஆகும்? burn ஆகி வெளிய போயிட்டே இருக்கும். Okay, so வெளிய போக போக உனக்கு என்ன ஆகும்? You will go up and down. Okay, so when this fuel is burning, combusting, it is going as air. So what happens? இது gas வெளிய மாறி போயிட்டே இருக்கு இல்லையா? So what happened to the rocket? The rocket, it will lose its weight. Okay, lose its weight. Here also you can see that we are not applying any external force. நம்ம வெளியில இருந்து இதுக்கு எந்த ஃபோர்ஸும் கொடுத்து இத தள்ளல. ஓகே, அதுக்குள்ளாடி இருக்கிற பார்ட்டையே அது இழந்து தன்னையே இழந்து அது மேல போகும். Okay, because of the internal அதுகிட்ட இருக்கிற ஒரு part, it will lose some part of its body and it is going. Okay, because of that, அதுதான் ஃபோர்ஸா வெளிய போகுது. சரியா? அதனால ஒரு ரியாக்ஷன் கிடைக்குது நமக்கு வெளியில. அந்த ரியாக்ஷனால தான் it is going up. Okay, so finally when the fuel is combusting என்ன ஆகுது? இது அப்படியே எரிஞ்சு போய்டும் இல்லையா? உள்ள இருக்கிற fuel எல்லாம் போய்டும். So finally what happens? அதோட mass is reducing. So when the mass reduces, the velocity will be increasing. Why? எப்பவுமே நீங்க பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா, mass வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கிறது ஈஸியா வந்து மூவ் ஆகும் இல்லையா? So here when the mass is reducing, the velocity increases. So மேல போக 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 உனக்கு என்ன ஆகும்? Velocity will be increasing. Okay, எப்ப வரைக்கும் அது increase ஆகும்? This velocity, it will reach a terminal velocity. அதாவது ஃபைனலா அது ஒரு velocityல போய் ஸ்டே ஆயிடும் இல்லையா? ஒரு இடத்துல அப்படியே நிக்கும், வேக்யூம்ல போய் வேக்யூம்ல போயிடுச்சு அப்படினா it will stay there. ஏன் அப்படி அங்க நிக்குது அப்படினா, it is not out of control of the gravitational force. ஒரு கொஞ்சம் தூரத்துக்கு மேல போயிடுச்சு அப்படினா எர்த்தோட gravitational force, புவி ஈர்ப்பு இருக்கு இல்லையா? அந்த ஈர்ப்பு விசை, அந்த gravitational force, it is not there. Okay, so it will be floating like this. அங்க என்ன ஆகும்? அது வந்து அந்த velocity reach ஆனோன we call that velocity as escape velocity. Okay, what is escape velocity? Because it is escaping from the gravitational force. Gravitational force ல இருந்து escape ஆகி ஒரு இடத்துல போய்டும். Okay, so that velocity is called as escape velocity. Okay, until then அதுக்கேத்த மாதிரி they will set the fuel over here. எந்த ஹைட்டுக்கு அது போய் நிக்கணுமோ அதுக்கேத்த மாதிரி they will set the fuel over here. Okay, so because of that you can understand now, the fuel எரிஞ்சு வெளிய போறதுனால அந்த ஃபோர்ஸ்க்கு ஈக்குவலண்டா ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் வெளிய இருந்து நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். அதனால தான் rocket is moving upward. Similar will be for the jet plane, everything. Okay, hope you have understood about rocket propulsion. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you for watching.